everyone, welcome to your weekly guidance reading for this week. I'm the Unobtrusive Healer and I hope that you guys are doing super well. So before we get into the reading today, I just want to quickly talk about my Raise Your Frequency workshop, which I've just announced over on Instagram. So this is an unobtrusive and exclusive online workshop for anyone, anywhere. It is an English spoken workshop, well, English written. So as long as you can read English or you have a translator, anyone, anywhere can join, but there is limited spaces. If you do happen to see this YouTube message, I'm also offering you $10 off if you let me know that you're coming from the YouTube announcement. I'll give you a $10 discount specifically for YouTube only. So if you've watched this part, you might be lucky if this is something you're interested in. So basically, it's a healing and spiritual growth workshop. You learn valuable information, expand your consciousness. You can grow your own connection to your own intuition. You can begin or continue to awaken and develop your own personal gifts. And you'll be clearing, releasing and healing energies to basically promote your ascension, as well as promote your relationship to yourself. And the ripple effect of that is that your relationship with others improves as well. So like I said, it's an intimate group. I actually channel source and channel messages to create the program based on who joins. So therefore it's a very fulfilling workshop if I keep it capped and don't just, accept huge amounts of numbers, because then it gets less specific and less fulfilling. So it is tailored to the group's collective energy. Therefore, it's not just like a pre-made program, one size fits all thing. It's tailored to you guys. So it's a very valuable workshop. If you're wondering how to book yourself into that, you do need to be booked by the 25th of July. And if you go into the description box below, you'll find my Instagram link. Make sure you go via my link, because there are fake pages out there, unfortunately. And shoot me a DM on that Instagram link and I'll get you booked in. But for now, let's start getting your cards out and we are going to do your weekly guidance message. So we are doing a collective reading once again this week. I have sort of started to realize that I'd rather do one deep, fulfilling collective message, because we do cover singles, people in connections, people in relationships. So we do get something for everyone through in that collective one anyway. So basically, I feel like I can conserve energy and still provide a very fulfilling message. So that's why I've just decided to probably make this a collective read from here on out. So as usual, I'm going to start getting the cards out. If you wish to join me for this part, you are more than welcome. But if you don't wish to watch the shuffling, you can skip ahead. There'll be a timestamp below to let you know when the reading actually starts. So what is the general energy for the collective for this week? General energy this week. Clarifier. So what's going on in work, study and money areas this week, please, on a collective level? Love and romance energies for singles this week. Love and romance energies for up in the air connections, situationships, or no contact situations. Love and romance energies for people in established connections. Personal spiritual growth messages for this week. Personal spiritual growth or challenges for this week for the collective. Spirit animal guiding the collective this week and its message. Notable, significant, or lucky day of the week. Okay, so I literally finished that and looked up and it was 0909 on the clock, so 99, or the number 9 could be somewhat significant for anybody watching this. I also wanted to quickly point out before I forget that we got 3, 4, and then we got 34 straight after, so 3, 4, 3, 4. And then obviously 3 and 4 makes 7, so 7 could be a prominent number as well. But yeah, I just thought I would touch on, and 1 and 6 makes 7 as well. So yeah, 7 or 777 may be a number that you're seeing a lot this week. 34, 34. And then 999 or just 99. 99. If we have any Brooklyn Nine-Nine fans, you'll get that reference. If not, you'll think I'm a weirdo, but that's all right. All right, so let's begin with the sort of general overall energies this week. We have action with the 6 of air. So this definitely, I mean, both of these cards are moving in the same direction, which kind of makes me think that we've got some flow this week, or things are moving in a good direction this week. So in general, I think you're going to find yourself fairly driven and maybe optimistic in whatever you're putting your energy towards. So if that's like a goal or an aspiration you have, if it's a hobby you have, it's like whatever you're choosing to invest yourself in, you're quite driven towards it and you're optimistic about it. This could maybe be coming after, I don't know if last week there was like some inaction. I can't even remember last week's reading, to be fair. I have a terrible memory. But maybe last week there was less action, or something might have been sort of stuck, or you were waiting, or there was like no clarity. But then this week it looks like there's like clarity or synchronization in your energy that helps you move forward in a very determined way. So driven, confident, decisive, these are the types of energies that you could be dealing with this week, especially when it comes to moving on or moving forward or making progress towards certain things. Someone here could be like returning back to work after a trip this week, because we literally have someone like coming back in off the boat and the city's just there. So I don't know if someone's just returning to work, they've just had a break. But yeah, just thought I'd mention that. But let's move into the work, study and finances area of your life. So clearing the way when it is in this reverse position represents like a block has been cleared. So it feels like the path forward is clear, or a blockage is being cleared, or there's a solution to something, or like a happy resolution to something. It could be like a financial block being cleared. It could be like a dream come true, or a dream being realized, because the Ten of Water is like it says here, your emotional and material needs are met. We have a contented and rewarding family life. So it feels like, you know, a financial blockage or a career blockage is being lifted, and your emotional and material needs are being met when it comes to work, study and money. You could be spending a lot of time with children this week, because we do have the card of family. So maybe school holidays as well, of course. Well, it is where I live. So there could be a lot of you spending a lot more time with family and having like a really rewarding family life this week with people closest to you. You know, maybe work has been the blockage to that, and it's like work's on hold while you look after the children, or you know, something along those lines. But it's like something that has been in the way, or something that's been blocking your path is being lifted, and more happiness is about to enter the scene when it comes to these areas of life. So that's a nice message. Just trying to figure out if I can see if anything has been blocking like that contentment at home or in the home. Like it could be like, for example, you're clashing with someone that you live with or something like that. It could be that this week there's a bit more peace and happy times this week that kind of like bring love back into the situation. But yeah, this week I think that there's like, I don't know, it's like a surprise or a solution or something like a total blessing coming in that helps you meet your emotional and material needs. So that's really positive news. It could even be like a family member loans you some money or gives you some money, if that resonates. But it's like, yeah, there's a relief. But yeah, it's like something's been stuck. Now we overcome it and we get the rewards. So however that resonates for you, that's sort of like the underlying message. All right, so let's go into the love and romance energies. So the singles have got this card of rebuild here. So it could be that you've recently had a bit of a blow to like your personal or your inner stability, and you're kind of like, this week I feel like you're focusing on rebuilding your strength, rebuilding your faith and your optimism again, and just, yeah, really trying to improve your energy and get your energy levels back to where they were before this little blow. So I don't know what it is that sort of rocked your foundation. It could be like an illness. It could have been, you know, issues around security, whether it was emotional security, financial security, physical security. But yeah, it's like something sort of rattled you, not to the point where you've crumbled down completely, but it feels like this is where you're kind of going through this personal rebuild and rebuilding that inner strength again. So yeah, sort of directing a lot of your energy towards yourself is mainly what I pick up. But as we always do, I will pull a few cards and see what surprises may or may not be in store. So what is this week bringing singles in terms of their love life? Okay, hold on a minute, that was a few too many. Okay, so we have the Four, so there's definitely like new beginnings, new energies, new perceptions going on. So I do feel like this week you will be feeling a lot better. And I feel like there's this like energy of surrender coming in. So it's like, regardless of what my situation may be, I'm going to surrender, and I'm still going to, you know, live a joyful, happy life. You know, taking control of what you can take control of, and then surrendering to what's out of your control. Sort of just like having faith. We've got the Ten of Cups again. So it's, yeah, it's like, look at this lady on this card. She's about to fall off this cliff, but she's surrendering to the universe, and she's like, I know that I could fall, but I'm going to have faith the universe will catch me. And then here it's like dreams realized, Ten of Cups. To have that come out twice, I do feel like there could be a real blessing happening for someone or a few people this week. And it really is going to have like your emotional and material needs met. Again, it could be a week of family and sort of children and home life. But yeah, there's this energy of surrender. There's also this energy of like having faith that at the right time, the right person will come along. But with this Four and the Ten of Cups, like, and rebuild, I can't ignore energies of maybe rebuilding something with someone that you have a history with. Because we have like new beginning, Ten of Cups, Queen of Cups, rebuild. Yeah, so I could read this both ways. I could read this as you just investing a lot into your emotional world, tapping into like gratitude, faith, optimism, hope, dropping into your heart space a lot, being very nurturing, compassionate towards like your family and your loved ones, surrendering to the universe, trusting that the universe will bring you your person at the right time. And then I can also very clearly see like the potential to be bringing love back into a situation with someone that you do have a past with, and rekindling and getting that new beginning in your connection. So you'll have to take that as it resonates, depending on where you're at. But yeah, I think that regardless of whether it's rebuilding with someone else or just rebuilding your personal inner strength. It's definitely a week where you're kind of like tapping into your feminine energies, you know, being kind, compassionate, nurturing, but also you could be very intuitive this week as well, and you could be very, very tapped in. So if you're getting like messages, downloads, intuitive feelings and intuitive nudges, it's definitely a week where you can trust that. It's like you're very connected to source. And yeah, some of you will take a leap of faith on a relationship. So I'd love to hear from you and let me know after this week how this resonated for you, if you think about coming back and letting me know. But that's what I can see in terms of the singles message. So we'll go into up in the air connections and sort of like situationships or no contact situations. Oh, the Four of Pentacles was under the deck for singles as well. So that could definitely be signs of like, you know, someone you haven't been able to let go. But yeah, this energy for up in the air connections, take the lead. So this is about sort of being proactive, and yeah, like taking the lead. And taking the lead doesn't necessarily mean like taking the lead towards your person. It's more like, excuse me, it's more like not waiting around for them and choosing to sort of lead the way for yourself, even if that's like leading yourself away from them and taking the lead to end this situationship and sort of stand in your power. Because yeah, I pick up this message or this feeling of like sort of taking your power back and like asserting yourself and asserting your independence. So let's clarify and see what Tarot has to say. So what should those in up in the air connections and situationships do this week? What's their advice? Yeah, so it's almost like maybe you've been going back and forth about what to do here. Like, should I stay? Should I go? Should I wait? Should I move on? And this is about like making a decision and then taking the steps to follow it through. Because the Two of Pentacles is kind of giving me like a juggling and going back and forth within your own head about what to do here. It feels like with these two pentacles being so at such different levels, it feels like it's not in sync, it's not in harmony. It's kind of like you guys are on different wavelengths and it's imbalanced. We have the Nine of Cups. So in the reverse, I kind of feel like that's like sometimes when we're too comfortable, we can limit ourselves, and it's kind of looking like deciding to sort of free yourself and not settle for something that's comfortable, or not settling just to hold on to something, but instead, you know, freeing yourself and making the hard choice, you know? Okay, so the Two of Cups flipped. So the Two of Cups it's also a card of like, you know, your higher self and choosing your higher self, connecting with your higher self. So it's not coming through to me as choosing the connection, although some of you might. Like maybe it's saying like either free yourself or choose, like, you know, choose to love this person, but you can't sit in this in between anymore. Like you need to make a decision and take your power back and take actions towards what you wish to achieve. So if it's a relationship that you want, it's about taking the lead and saying like, here I am, this is what I want, what are you going to do about it? Is it a yes or a no? Because if it's a no, I'm freeing myself, I'm done, I'm not waiting around anymore. If it's a yes, then hey, it's happily ever after, maybe. But you know, it's about asserting yourself and being confident enough to say like, this is what I want, this is what I deserve, and if you can't give it to me, that's cool, but free me from this wishy-washy prison. Yeah, that type of thing. So we have the Eight of Wands in reverse underneath, so it does make me think like the situation's blocked until you can make a decision. So yeah, it's really like a time to stop waiting around and assert yourself and choose yourself if they are not going to choose you. All right, and then for relationships, we have just breathe. So this means that the energy is fairly chilled this week. You and or your person might have a craving or desire for a little bit of alone time to just sort of chill out. That, or it's a week where like there's no big ups and downs, there's not a lot of plans in the social calendar, and you guys are quite happy to just be, just chill, just be. And like sometimes another message that can come through with this card is like sometimes when a relationship does go through that kind of plateau, sometimes we can either get bored or we can think that something's not quite right, but it's totally normal. And it's okay for the two of you to take time to breathe and to let the relationship breathe if that's what you need to do. But fairly calm, chill week. You know, no big highs, no big lows, but just a nice chilled week. Potentially where you guys are seeking out some alone time. I'll pull a few cards for you guys as well. Just see if there's anything to add at all for established connections this week. Yeah, so if you're a parent, I do want to point out that it could be a week where you are craving some alone time. The Five of Pentacles can be a card of being like out in the cold, and in the upright it's kind of like being, you know, feeling isolated or feeling out in the cold, but it being in reverse is I'm feeling like there's this desire to sort of get away and have some time to yourself. So whether that's, you know, getting away from the kids for a little bit and having some time to yourself to sort of recharge, whether that's you and your partner have been spending a lot of time together lately and you need some time to recharge. Maybe you've been around the family a lot lately and you need some time to recharge. However it works, there's nothing wrong with needing that time. And it's, you know, totally okay to seek it. If it's someone else in your family or your relationships that's seeking this time alone, try not to let it affect you and give that person that space. If you have multiple children, I'm seeing a message that there's one child in particular who could be feeling left out or sensitive over something. So they could be going through something and not fully opening up about it. But if you pay attention, you'll see which child this is. And there's probably a benefit to maybe giving them some one-on-one time. And it's about getting alone with that one child. That's a strong message that I'm seeing there as well. Like, you know, family time is really fun, and then there's someone that's not wanting to join in or not feeling included, or they're pretending like they're fine and that they just can't be bothered, but there's something deeper there. So just pay attention to that. But yeah, essentially it's a pretty happy and chilled, family-oriented week for those that resonate with the family part. But yeah. If you're a parent seeking some alone time, it feels like maybe you feel like you've lost your spark or something. Like, it's like there's something you could do to maybe like, yeah, Ace of Wands on the bottom. There's something you could do to kind of like renew your enthusiasm for life. It could be by yourself or it could be with your friends, but do something to bring that spark back. Do something that excites you or that ignites your passion for life, just to kind of like revitalize yourself. I don't even know this song, like not well. I'm just sort of hearing it in the back of my mind. It's that song that goes, I am every woman. I literally don't know any other words. But I don't know if anyone resonates with that song or if you guys just need to look up the lyrics. I'm also going to look up the lyrics after I finish this and see what they're trying to say. But there could be something like empowerment or something empowering, or there could be like, it could be uplifting for someone, or it could be a song that someone really enjoys and it kind of like boosts their energy and self-esteem or something like that. But that song seemed to come through quite strongly then, so it's worth checking out. So with our spirit animals this week, well, one spirit animal, one healing message, but what's really interesting is that I've been seeing hummingbirds everywhere, like on like social media, in like TV ads and just like really random places, and I've been seeing snakes everywhere too. So I find it really interesting that these two have come out, and I'm very intrigued to see what our messages are. Our music has stopped. There we go. Okay, so it says up here, observe limitations, reflect and adapt to your surroundings. The beautiful hovering hummingbird is a positive animal totem. Its simplicity and seemingly effortless glide across flower gardens reminds us to take things slowly. Often believed to float between realms, hummingbirds are light bringers. Their healing hum encourages you to open your heart to receive love in your life. The hummingbird can travel large distances despite its small size and has the ability to fly backwards, reminding us that no matter where we are in life, we can always take a few steps back and try again. Be willing to step back and see things differently in order to take in the sweetness of life is all a part of the hummingbird's blessing. The hovering wings of the hummingbird move in an infinite loop, the figure 8 pattern, the symbol defined as an unending sequence. This powerful symbol represents endlessness, the infinite life of spirit. Right now, you have spirit guiding you. There are many messages around you that are waiting to be acknowledged. Pay attention to specific encounters, as these special meanings will bring confirmation from the spirit realm. Know that right now, you are being visited by past loved ones. They are asking you to be observant of the signs they are sending you on a daily basis. Be aware of these moments as your mind wanders to nostalgic memories from the past. You may be visited by loved ones while you are lucid dreaming. Keep a handy journal next to your sleeping space so you can record these moments immediately. Please acknowledge these signs and communication with love and gratitude, as it takes a great deal of energy for these special encounters. The beautiful hum of the hummingbird inspires magic and joy to those that witness these joyful encounters. If you witness the flight of the hummingbird, know that luck and positivity is on its way. And look what number this is on, 77. Wow, we've been just talking about that number. An affirmation to help bring this in is, I am ready to receive confirmation from my spiritual team now. So if you come across a hummingbird, or if you see a hummingbird, like it says just here, it's a little sign from the universe or from your past loved ones that luck and positivity is on its way. So if you've needed some luck or needed some positivity, it's on the way, and the hummingbird will be a little sign from spirit that it's coming very soon. Okay, so now we'll go into the snake's message. So this snake in this deck is all about Kundalini rising. It says, channel your creative passion and sensuality. Welcome the transformation. Now, we did speak a little bit about sort of reigniting your spark for those of you in connections, but maybe that's something for everybody to take from. But I think that the snake is going to affirm that message for us now. Excuse me. The snake speaks of the energy rising within you and also of rebirth. The snake sheds transformational layers of skin, being reborn as often as it needs. What does the snake call you to shed in order to go through a cycle of rebirth? Ask your heart, what do I need to let go of? Rebirth can challenge and push us through all layers, emotional, spiritual, and physical. But know that snake medicine holds you now through this change. To be held by the serpent is powerful magic. Its energy starts at the base and travels up your spine, weaving its way around, activating the divine masculine and feminine within. It passes through your heart, then links to your third eye to bring cosmic remembering. You may have an Egyptian past to remember if you pull this card, or Kundalini rising or awakening to express. One thing is for sure, if the snake appears, he means business, action, and change. Interesting. So this seems like a very powerful kind of like internal week. Like it really feels like it's about how you're going to be feeling and shifting and expanding this week. And I think that a big way to kind of like spark all of this is by reigniting your inner spark. So that seems to be why like that inner spark message is so important. It's about connecting to the things that make you feel passionate and alive. Yeah, so that's the message from the snake. The significant day of the week is today, if it's Monday when you're watching. So there's something either lucky or significant about today. If anybody ever wants to share anything that happens on the day that comes through for the day of the week, I'd love to hear from you guys. To see if it's kind of like is that part of the reading actually working, or but yeah. All right, so I'm going to finish off with your self-care. I'm going to start that again. I'm going to finish off with your self-care task for the week, should you choose to accept it. So what is the best self-care task for the collective this week? What is the best self-care task for the collective this week? Okay, I'm just going to take the one that flipped out rather than the ones that flipped over. All right. So we have at number 41, positive affirmations. And we're going to read the message from the guidebook because it can be helpful to learn why this is so important for you this week. All right, so it says here, Love yourself and speak to yourself as if you are the love of your life. Write yourself a love letter, witness your beauty in the mirror and acknowledge it aloud, or take note of positive compliments you've received in recent times. Use these beautiful words to create affirmations that support and uplift you. Make speaking to yourself with love a daily practice. This practice requires a deep level of compassion for yourself, and keeping your internal dialogue positive can be challenging at times. Set up your phone background with a positive quote or inspirational message. Write empowering statements on sticky notes and put them around the house. Before you know it, everything around you will be reflecting this positive vibration. Say sweet things to others. Share heartfelt compliments with your friends and family. As you infuse yourself with love through positive affirmations, you radiate positivity out into the world and receive more love and positivity in return. Your journal prompt, if you wish to journal about this, is: what thought patterns are preventing you from being positive at all times when speaking to yourself? So that is it for this week's weekly guidance message, guys. I hope that you have found this helpful and informative. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Don't forget to check out the Instagram link if you're interested in that Raise Your Frequency workshop. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love for you to join us if there are places available. But until next time, guys, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll talk to you next time.